For nearly a decade, Islandwood has been growing a community of teaching and learning that is rooted in the rich and complex soil of transformative learning, impacting our communities by serving over 4,000 elementary students and their teachers from over 70 schools each year. The School Overnight program is a 4-day, 3-night experience for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders from elementary schools throughout the Puget Sound region.
It's a place where students come to experience the beauty of the natural world and to learn about the basic elements of ecology, but it's also a place where teachers come to learn about what teaching and learning can look like.
When they first come, it's this excitement, this raw ball of energy.
It is intense and it's amazing.
I love the natural creativeness that is supported, I think, a lot of times by doing more hands-on learning and exploring. Every kid has something they would get really excited about, whether it's banana slugs or Douglas fir trees. They're able to connect what we do here to lessons we can do it in their backyard.
We have this expectation that they have something to contribute, and we create the space for them to contribute. That in itself creates so much of a sense of community, that you are part of something, you have something of value, and we want to hear what that is, and we're going to incorporate that into what we do for the next 3 days.
We have this really great partnership. The instructors at Islandwood are actually also UW instructors. And one of the unique things about Islandwood is it affords the opportunity for the graduate students who are working with the young people to develop a sense of how to apply theories about learning to shaping these young children's lives. And in serving these young children and helping them see the world in a broader way, they also grow as instructors. They grow as people who will make a contribution to the broad space of education.
When you're a beginner teacher, you want to know what you're going to say, you want to have the answers. And here I learned that it's not about that. You also have to be open to everything that comes at you.
It's helped me better understand myself. And being here has sort of solidified a path more in terms of I want to be more experiential.
We're all students and we're all constantly learning from the work that we do, and to be a part of that experience for them as I was in the middle of my own learning experience was very powerful.
We come in for a year as graduate students and we leave Islandwood and we're spreading these ideas, you know, this energy throughout the country, throughout the world.
I was challenged to think about the way that I reacted to situations more here than I ever have been.
It really helped me connect like the whole experience.
The Islandwood students leave here with a set of skills to really take what they've learned at Islandwood into other situations. So we have people who have gone through the Islandwood program come to us and been outstanding teachers in urban schools. We have others who've gone on to work in the zoo or other kind of out-of-school settings. So I think what they get from Islandwood is that sense of mission and the ability to use whatever is in their environment as the teachable moment to help change the lives of kids.
No matter where you go, I think that there's always places and times where Islandwood is just going to come back.
Over the many years that I've either been going to Islandwood or have been involved with it, I have seen it transform students' lives, literally.
It supports the agenda that I have, which is investing these kids in their community and a desire to learn for the rest of their life.
And there are lessons beyond just textbook type lessons. There are lessons about what's it like to be away from home. What's it like to eat food that you've never seen before?
With any kind of learning, the more avenues that you have to getting to the concept, the more likely that you're going to have kids get there.
Context and purpose in learning is everything.
Because there's so many experiences that kids go through while they're here, there's opportunities for them to change in a lot of different ways. I mean, just being here overnight for some kids, they've never spent one night away from home. And so when they leave, they walk out of here confident.
They see each other differently. They see skills in each other and knowledge in each other that they didn't see before. One of the things we also are always hoping that students will internalize is that nature is not somewhere else.
What happens is ownership over their learning.
Every opportunity that they have to see that they can make a difference gives them more power for later on in life. Every child should have that kind of experience. It's it's a growing up experience in addition to just being such a powerful, contextual, connected learning experience.
I remember things from when I was young still very vividly that changed my thinking or patterns, and I think Islandwood does that for kids.
In my elementary school at Wing Luke,
I remember that the 5th graders always get to go on this field trip somewhere, and then when it came our turn when I was in 5th grade, they were like, we're going to Islandwood. I remember my instructor would stop and say, oh yeah, you guys look at this, like at this leaf, and having my instructor actually point it out and all these interesting facts and tidbits about the leaves and like plants and especially animals too definitely got my attention.
Now that I'm in college, I've decided to major in Russian and linguistics, and my 4th year of college I plan to study the entire year in Russia, and I think a little bit has to do with my openness to experience things and be adventurous, and I think that fire was sparked when I went to Islandwood because it's something that's out of everybody's comfort zone. You're away from your parents and you're in 5th grade, and you get a sense of autonomy that you wouldn't get before.
And it carries on to what I'm doing now because I work at the zoo and I'm totally interested in wildlife and conservation and ecosystems and the environment, and I probably wouldn't have been introduced to that if I wasn't involved in Islandwood when I was younger.
I will never forget my Islandwood experience.
When kids are able to come here, it does become everywhere because they take it back. When kids are in the neighborhoods that they live in, there are ecosystems around them, but they see them when they come back. They don't see them until they come here as well. So it's like the blinders are off.
It's an amazing experience. You learn teamwork, you learn about the ecosystem, and you do a bunch of fun activities.
When you're a kid, you like to touch things, and you like to feel things, and you like to see what things smell like and different noises. I mean, especially if you grow up in the city, you're not going to hear an owl.
You get to explore like where you are and learn about the different kinds of animals that are there.
Here I'm learning why there's so much lichen on this certain tree, or why moss grows on the ground as well as the trees.
We were searching for Gus, the owl who was here. He was in this tree, like the tallest tree that we saw, and he was hiding.
They've got a sense for what to do and what direction to go from all of the things that they've seen here.
It's like a great experience, and you learn a lot about how you can make a difference.
We're studying, but Brian and everybody else makes it fun at the same time.
When I was younger, I would like think of plants like they were like nothing. But like once I came here, it's like I learned a lot about them and how they help the earth.
Islandwood shows them that they have a serious power and ability to actually make a difference.
It's a really cool experience to come here and learn about all this stuff that in the classroom you would never really think of doing this.
When they leave our school, we always ask them, what are you going to remember? And the first thing is always Islandwood.
I will remember this for the rest of my life.
We learned a lot.
I love Islandwood.